Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. I really like your support and I appreciate what you have been doing for me on my channel. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. This is actually for pig farming, and if you're interested in pigs, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. There's a lot to be learned in this channel. Now that you have done that, we are to answer some questions that have been asked a number of times in pig farming, and if you have not encountered it yet, hold your breath. You will definitely come across it, and I don't want you to find yourself wanting when you get to that stage. That is why I'm putting up this video, so that you get the knowledge beforehand, even if before that will happen on your farm, so you know what to do exactly on the farm, so you don't find yourself wanting. Pig farm is actually business, and as I said, consider subscribing as you're all moving together in this profitable business venture. Alright, now that you have subscribed and then like the video already, let's get into the question. Yes, the question goes like, what do I do if my sow has farrowed and then the number of piglets is more than the number of functional teeth on the sow? What do I do? Because the sow has 12 to 16 teeth, but the number of piglets are 20. Or the number of functional teeth is 16 and then my sow has farrowed 22 or even 15. So what do I do now that all the piglets cannot get the teeth to suck from? What do I do? And we also know that the first breast milk to be obtained from the sow is very, very necessary for the pig's health, overall health of the piglet especially. So what do I do now that they cannot have the teeth? So to answer this question, I have put up this video, and then what I say is, after your sow has farrowed, and that is to say, if you are there and then you are fortunate to know the exact day, you have calculated it to one day, you know when it is going to farrow, and you are there in the pen with the pigs, in that case you will be able to do everything perfectly. The first thing is, after the sow has farrowed, ensure to see that the sow is looking healthy, because if after farrowing you realize that the sow is not in its normal conditions and is struggling health wise, it means you have to help it as before. But let's just assume that the sow is okay, nothing bad is happening to it, and then it is very healthy, it has come back to its senses. Alright, but the only problem is the number of teeth is now less than the number of piglets. So what you do is, now just from the sow move to the piglets, inspect to see the piglets. They won't all be of the same size. Definitely you are going to have some which will be bigger than others, so ensure that after farrowing you just take the big ones. We have something we call split suckling in pig farming, where you divide the number of litter into 2 or even possible 3, so that first part to suckle and then you keep switching, but you ensure that within 8 hours they have all suckled from the teeth. So after you have separated the big ones from the small ones, leave the small ones with the mother, the sow, and allow the small ones to suckle from the mother. Let them obtain the breast milk first, because they are the vulnerable ones, definitely, because they are small. They are actually the vulnerable ones, so allow them to be with the mother and then suckle first, and then after like 2 hours you should rotate them and then take the big ones also there to suckle from the mother. But within 8 hours you should be able to ensure that all the piglets have obtained the breast milk from the mother. Within 8 hours you should be able to ensure that they have all obtained the breast milk from the mother. And as you can also see, and this video particularly implies where you have only one sow that has farrowed at that point in your farm. If it's only one sow that has farrowed, that means you're going to deal with only one sow and then the number of piglets. But in a case where you have 2 sow farrowing at the same time, or a day difference between their farrowing, in that case you'll be able to take one of the piglets from a mother that has a larger number of piglets. You can take some of its piglets and then take it to the other one with less number but a lot of functional teeth. But here I'm dealing with a case where you only have one pig that has farrowed at that time. So that means you have to do your best to ensure that that particular sow is able to cater for all the needs of the piglets at that time, and that should be done within the 8 to 9 hours. That should be done. All the piglets should obtain the colostrum from the mother. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, I'm sharing this with you because if you don't know anything about it and it happens on your farm, you find yourself wanting. And usually, if your pig should give birth at night where you are not there to help, at night where you are not there or you're not aware of it, so you might be asleep by then. So in that case, you are not on the farm to assist the sow assist the piglets rather. Yes, you are not there to assist the piglet in obtaining the breast milk. In that case, the stronger ones, I mean the bigger ones, will take advantage of the smaller ones and they will keep feeding, and the smaller ones will be starved to death. And you know, starvation can kill your piglets in no time. So once they are disadvantaged of not having the breast milk, it means that the next day you find them very weak and you do a lot about it, but it will prove futile. Okay, you can't get anything out of it, you wouldn't survive. But if it is in the daytime, or you've calculated your time well and then everything is on point, be there to practice split suckling. That's what I said. You just divide them into two. Make sure the smaller ones feed first before the bigger ones. Actually, that's what you're supposed to do. And in that case, you're always able to obtain the best results. And one will ask, in case of weaning them, what do I do with the weaning? You know, once they are not of the same size, it means definitely as the week of weaning comes, like the 6th week. Usually I say the 6th week because if you are not into that technological way of farming, you can't wean your pigs in 2 weeks or 1 week. But let's say 6 weeks, you're weaning that 6 weeks. In that case, the bigger ones can be weaned at that period, but ensure that you take the bigger ones and then leave the smaller ones. Give them extra week with the mother. There's no harm in giving your pigs 7 weeks on the farm with the mother. Piglets should be given 7 weeks with the mother if they are not having the kind of body you want, because they still need that motherly care. So allow the weaker ones to still be with the mother for extra week. Do you get what I mean? But I don't know how you are practicing this on your farm. In case you have encountered something like this and you are able to come out of it successfully, I would really love to hear from you in the comment section. We are all here to learn. Nobody is perfect on the pig farm, and then as day goes by, new things come up. So you can share with us in the comment section how you do yours, in case you have encountered something like that, or what you are even planning to do in case it should happen on your farm. Yes, maybe you have a better way of doing it, and then we can all learn from you. So leave that in the comment section as we await your reply. And one best way to also do is, you know, the teeth close to the forelimb of the mother, I mean the front part of the mother, those teeth then, they are always rich in the milk, and then a large quantity of breast milk are found in those particular teeth. So once some of the piglets are suckling the yolk, as they keep cycling, you can take one of the piglets off and then you squeeze breast milk into an open bowl. That is, if you have a clean bowl, you can squeeze. Whilst they are feeding, you can take the piglet from it and then you put a bowl there, squeeze the milk into it, and then you can even transfer that one also to another piglet you're keeping somewhere, one of the bigger ones you have separated. And that one too is a good practice, but definitely you're not going to get the number of required milk to feed, especially if you have separated like 6 or 7 from it. That small thing cannot feed all of them. So the only thing is you practice this split suckling, and then you ensure that they all attain the breast milk within 24 hours, and then you are good to go. But as I said, you can leave comments how you have been doing yours on the farm, and if you have encountered this before. I know some people, they say if the piglets are more than the teeth, kill some of them. No, don't make mistake, don't kill. Never make a mistake. I read in a book and then they were talking about killing pigs. When there are ways you can, grow all of them together. Why do you have to kill them? You have 20 and you're not happy, you kill them and then you leave 16. How do you know if those 16 are going to survive rather? So you can't just kill. Don't even try. Don't dream of killing any piglets on the farm. Whether they are small, no, don't kill them. But practice split suckling and you'll be good to go. All of them will survive. They'll all grow together, and then you make your money out of it. Don't kill the piglets. I beg. Don't kill. On this note, I plead with you not to kill your piglets. Raise all of them together, and then you make your profit. Don't be deceived that you should kill extra piglets if they are more than their teeth. No. Don't try. So I think you have learned a lot in this video, but as I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, this is what we do here. We are always into pig farming, and anything we do here is pig related. We are sharing knowledge and we are all learning from each other, and I would really appreciate it. So just drop a comment below, like the video, and then you can share with a fellow farmer or a potential